What is up there, SEO pros? Today I'm going to show you how to find website on-page SEO issues. If you want to know where this is coming from, it's from the roadmap that I made on as a template for anybody who's going to be doing audits for people. So if you want to get this, it will be in the link in the description. But right now we're covering this section, which there probably will be an updated version of this as well in the future. So right now this is what we got, so this is what we're going to cover. For this, you're going to want to go to the toolbar or toolkit and grab Screaming Frog or Website Auditor. Also, you want to make sure that if you do get one of these, you want to figure out which one's best for you, but we'll cover that in a different video. For now, I would just use Screaming Frog since it's free. So once you pick up Screaming Frog, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and launch it, and you're going to run a crawl. So you can see I already did this, so I'm not going to do it again, but you'll see I did this for another website. Just remember that if the website's over 500 URLs, you're not going to be able to crawl it for free. You're only going to be able to crawl up to those 500 URLs. So then you're going to filter by HTML, so you can just keep track of all the web pages, not everything else. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start looking at these different things. So for instance, first of all, we want to look for images missing alt tags. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to images, and we're going to look for anything that's missing alt text. So all of these are missing alt text. So what we're going to do then is we're just going to go to bulk export, images, and then we're going to go get images missing alt text. We're going to save that to a place we can find it. Let's just make a new folder so we can keep track of it. We'll find the desktop somewhere around here. There it is. And I'll make a new folder, call it SEO Audit Export. The reason why you want to do this is we want to make sure that we're keeping track of the different URLs we want to be optimizing for the future. So let's go ahead and say alt tags, images without alt tags. Because if we can't keep track of this, then we're going to have a problem when we want to go back and fix these issues. Because it's one thing to identify issues, but to not have a solution for them is a different thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and upload these images. So we'll press File, Open, and we're going to go to Upload. We're going to grab our export, images without alt tags. There they are. And then we're going to go ahead and plug them right in here. Actually, sorry, let me create a new one for URLs. So put that right there. And that's it. So for the next one, we're going to go find image file URLs. By the way, if you guys want to know how to optimize these things afterwards, we're just going to be a separate spreadsheet for implementations, which will be out in the future. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you want to stay tuned for that, all you have to do is head over to my website, chaserunner.com, and get an invite for the Facebook group, and you'll be automatically opted in to the whatever email list. Or you can just text the word SEO to 66866. Okay, so next we're going to look for image file URL problems. So we're still in images, so we're going to go back to all instead of missing alt text. And we're going to go look at all the different images. So one of the things we want to look at is stuff like this. Image underscore 2500 716 yada yada. So let's copy that and let's go bring it into our web browser. So here we can see this is an image of a picture. What we want though is we want to be able to show Google and users who can't necessarily see. That's what alt tag that's what alt tags are for. What we want to show Google is that the file URL is matching what this thing is. Because Google right now, besides the alt tag, which it doesn't have, can't really tell what this image is. So we want to make sure we put it in the file URL. So we can see here that we're already having some problems, right? So we could add that to our list. There are certain things that we could do to filter this stuff, so let's go ahead and export it. So we'll go ahead and export, hold on, images. Sorry, all images. We'll bring them into here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and upload that now. So do File, Open, select File, All Images. Now, usually these images, when they get uploaded, will have a common theme. So if we go ahead and look at them, so these are the pages that they're on. We just want to look for the images themselves. So let's bring that open. So you can see here a lot of the common themes is there's an X in them for the ones that don't really have specific file names. Everything else looks like it's doing pretty all right. Either an X or numbers, right? And then there's a lot of the logos. So let's first of all filter out the duplicates. Let me see. Which actually I don't even know if I know how to do on spreadsheets. I mean on Google Sheets. I know how to do it in Excel. Oh God, this is gonna be hell. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll just filter by value for now until I can figure out how to do that, and then I'll add another link in the filtering portion of this. So on the updated version of this video, I'll also add another link on how to end up filtering these things. But for the moment, what we're going to want to look for is things like this, things that don't really have names in them. So it's also, you don't really have to do the filtering. That's just more like if you want to, like, you know, have it all really easily like findable. But for the most part, you could go into these different URLs and see, you know, like, okay, these are all the ones we need to fix. And then you would just, you know, link that in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that for now because this is still adequate. And then we're going to say on the problem that, yes, there's a ton of images without correct file URLs. And then you would upload those. So next we have title tag cannibalization. All that really is duplicate title tags, really. So for that, we're going to go to page titles. We're going to look at all of the different pages with title tags, which are these. We want to look for places where these title tags are too closely related. So if we scroll through here and we look, we can see that besides the business name matching on a lot of these, there isn't really too many problems with the title tags not being diverse. So we don't have to worry about that. Now, if there was a bunch of pages or title tags that were matching way too closely, like it was like, you know, partner showcase, and then another page said partner showcase, you know, like with a small variation, then another one said partner showcase, you know, it just kept saying it over. We want to make sure that those pages, title tags, are really unique so that we can, so that they don't end up cannibalizing each other. But right now there's no problems there, so we're just going to leave a X saying it's okay. Title tags too short. So this is, you know, subjective. I usually try to go for, oh, by the way, you stay on page titles, and then on the filter you're going to go to, you know, below 30 characters or whatever you want. I think the best way to do it is just to go to all titles. So just go to all of them, and then go up here to the top, and then filter like this way. So here we can see we have a lot of title tags that are way over. So let's go ahead and export this first of all, because we're going to be using this anyway. So let's just press export, page titles. We're going to go ahead and upload it. So file, open, page titles. Here we go. So here we can see if we drag this over. Oops, come on. These are all the titles. And then for the title length, you'll see we're just going to filter this. So we'll just do short A to Z. So this is by lowest. So first of all, we don't really have to worry about the archives because we don't really want to index these anyways. I mean, I guess we could. I guess they're all categories, but we do want to optimize these at some point. So there's really no reason like why these just say archives like this. We should probably make them more descriptive. So either way, actually, yeah, we're going to want to optimize those title tags. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take all the URLs that have like below 60 characters, in my opinion, and we're going to want to optimize those. Now, one of the things we do want to note is that we are going to be taking the brand name out of every single title because we could put better qualifiers in there in the title tag. So what we'll do is we're actually going to probably take anything that's under 75 because once we take that out, that's going to take out like another 10 characters. So we would just take all of these URLs, copy it, and then we could just plug in the spreadsheet here if we wanted to, or what I've been doing is I'll just go ahead and make a comment, and for that I just control click or command click if you're on a Mac, and then insert where is the insert note, and then I'll just go ahead and put all the URLs in there to keep track of them. But it might also be good to put the export as well in there, just so you can keep track of these different things. So as you guys can see with this common theme, it's really easy to be able to start optimizing these things, because once you have all these things tracked, all you have to do from there is just go ahead and click on them, and you or anybody else can do that, and they'll have the tutorial to see how to do all this stuff with this tutorial I'm showing you here. Well, at least they'll see how to identify the things. The next step is going to the third part, which I'm going to have another tutorial here on how to implement the changes when we go to the implementation roadmap. Okay, cool. So the next part we got is the title tag length too long. So obviously we're just going to go back in here, look at the title tag lengths that are over 75 characters, and then just go ahead and plug those in. So we'll just go ahead here, do Z to A. If I can click on it, there we go. And then we would just take all of these ones right here, boom, and then plug them in over here. So we do a new note, boom, plug that in there, copy, paste. Cool. So missing meta descriptions. What we're going to do for that is we're just going to go ahead and look for, let's go back in our Screaming Frog. We're going to go to meta descriptions, and we're going to go to missing. So these are all of the pages that are missing meta descriptions. Now you can see here these are all tag pages, which we should be no indexing anyway, so let's go ahead and check on that. Just do view page source. And you can see here it says no index follow, but we want to make sure we no index no follow, because there's really no reason that we should be indexing and following it. So all we would do for that, so in the middle of this, we would go ahead and say this is okay because we're going to no index, no follow those pages anyways, and all the other ones have meta descriptions. But on the other pages, let's say, or on the other categories, let's say the tags, we want to say this is wrong. We want to no follow as well. And if you guys haven't seen the tutorial for this, that is also in the spreadsheet right here, where you can figure out how to do also figure out all the indexation issues as well. Okay, cool. So meta description's too short. Then we're going to go to, under. Like I said, I like to go by all so I can just see them. So over here, let's go ahead and look at the meta description length. So here we go, 157 characters. Now, obviously, Google updated their meta description lengths up to 300 characters, but I think 150 is still okay. It's up to you guys on whether or not you want to put the 300 in there. So you can see here, a lot of the meta descriptions also have phone numbers in here. So we would want to make sure that we also got rid of that. So we would say here, meta descriptions including phone numbers. We'd want to change that. So let's go ahead and export all these meta descriptions too. So we'll just go ahead and export. So for that, we'll do file, open, and then upload. Grab that. Cool. So now we're going to want to filter by all the ones with the phone number in it, first of all. So let's just go from A to Z. So these are all the ones with the phone numbers in it. The reason why I don't like this is because we don't want to have a bunch of phone numbers which are going to destroy our click-through rates. So for that, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and put the note here saying what they are. Oops. inspect, insert note, boom, and then we'll also take that page and put it in there. Meta description is too short. Obviously, we just go by the length of the meta description again, which if we go over here and then filter from here, we can see, and we want to look at these. We want to make sure that these are actually things that we want to look at. So these are all the tag pages, which we already looked at, and then all of these have really low meta description lengths. So we would just copy all of those, anything below 150, put it in here, boom. You guys get the point. So, I'm not going to keep doing this because you guys kind of get the point. And then meta keywords, this is just if there's meta keywords on a website. So if we go to, let's go to Chase Reiner, and we open up our Moz bar from our toolkit, we can see, we can see here, what was I even looking for? Oh yeah, meta keywords. If the website is using meta keywords or not. So you can see here, meta keywords not found. We don't want those because they don't do anything anymore. So that's pretty much it for the basic stuff. There's obviously more advanced site-wide on-page issues that can happen. The next section will be covering the page-by-page basis on optimizing those things. And this site, this will be improved in the future as well as we find more things throughout the audits I do. So if you guys don't know how this audit works, or the spreadsheet works, basically I'm just taking everything that's in here and I'm improving it as I do more audits. So I'll find more things and then this list will get longer. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Looks like we got some comments. What's up, What's up, Salmon? 1st December, I'm starting new local site. Can I start hit PBN? Don't do that. Does Google penalize you for all the useless WordPress pages that you don't always find like author? I don't think they penalize you, but it sort of sends low value signals, which is why I recommend you don't index a lot of those things. And that's why I would check out the video I did before this on fixing indexation issues. Jordan says you'll need an add-on to remove duplicates, Chase. Yeah, so like I said, that was the last video. Lots of crappy pages in there. Is there an issue? Not even an actual content, but stuff WordPress makes. Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, check that video out if you want. It's the last video I just made, and it is in the spreadsheet under indexation. Cool. So I'm gonna be making some more videos for the spreadsheet in the near future. Hope to see you guys then, and until next time, happy SEOing.